Welcome to Planet Classroom. I am Orb. Join me as your virtual guide on a journey of global learning called Planet Classroom. You will hear stories from artists, musicians, dancers, technologists, game makers, filmmakers, innovators, and creators of all kinds from around the world. It's time to engage our imaginations, share our ideas, and explore solutions for a brighter future for all. Our planet is a classroom where learning together brings us together. Welcome to Planet Classroom's special Earth Day edition. In the show today, we will hear from film creators, prominent activists, and youth critics from many nations, focused on combating climate change.
My country is dying.
My country is flooding.
My corals are bleaching.
My country is changing.
My country is struggling.
My country is running out of time.
My islands are disappearing.
This month on the Planet Classroom Network YouTube channel, audiences can screen Luis Barreto's film Peace Boat, featuring young activists from Lisbon, Bordeaux, London, Edinburgh, Reykjavik, and New York as they travel the world, warning governments and civilians of the ravages of climate change and nuclear waste. Karen Hallows is responsible for the Ocean and Climate Youth Ambassador program that the film Peace Boat is about.
In Seychelles, 3 of the main islands, in total they have 62 beaches and 33 of them has been heavily eroded due to climate change.
Maldives consists of 99% sea and 1% land. So which means geographically speaking, Maldives is already a very small and fragile country. And with the increase of sea level rise, it erodes the remaining 1% that we have in our country.
My name is Karen Hallows and I'm on Planet Classroom. Without a global shift to building sustainable societies, and if we fail to prevent the planet warming above 1.5 degrees more than what it is now, small islands such as Kiribati and the Marshall Islands in the Pacific or the Maldives in the Indian Ocean will literally disappear from the map. Whole communities that have been on that land for generations will be forced to migrate, potentially losing their heritage, livelihood, as well as their land. It is literally 1.5 to stay alive.
Coming from small island states, it's been really eye-opening to see that the impacts that we're facing at home aren't endemic and that there are places all over the world and even here in France that are facing very severe climate impacts, and it's not spoken about, it's not talked about. But I think more people need to learn that the problem isn't in some faraway ocean, but it's right here on their front doorstep.
I hope the main takeaway from the film is for those watching to understand what we have to stand to lose through these threats of climate change, ocean degradation, or nuclear weapons, and why it is important to protect our planet and our home.
Scientists have predicted by 2050 we are no more. No more. 2017, I am here. My island's got 33 years left. 33. But in 24,937 years, we will be able to go back to ruin it. How far do you think she will be underwater?
My name is Bao Chuan. I come from Vietnam and I'm on Planet Classroom. I was shocked by the fact that there are still many people out there do not take the climate change issue seriously because they do not see the truly horrible situation of climate change victims. I have seen how sea level rising affects the life of my people, but it's so small compared to the female speaker backyard on the Marshall Island that was affected by nuclear bombs. She's right. Climate change is not just an economical problem. It's a survival problem for humanity that needs far more attention and awareness. The youth have a heavy responsibility on their shoulder of fighting against global warming, and I don't deny the fact that it will be an uphill battle. It is worth to remember that every action counts, and the sooner we take action, the higher chance humanity can win against climate change.
'Cause I'm chow 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 with book. Chow 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 with book. Just 'cause I hold it doesn't mean I grasp it. Just 'cause I see it doesn't mean I know it. No, just 'cause I touch it doesn't mean I feel it.
I'm a Child, now screening on the Planet Classroom Network YouTube channel, is an original animated film about a young boy's journey to understand the impact of global warming. The film's beautiful original song, by the same name, speaks to the necessity of muddling through the noise to find the truth so that we can make informed decisions about the issues that affect our lives. The song is written and performed by artist Rose McQueen.
Hi, I'm Rose McQueen. I'm from California and I'm on Planet Classroom. The inspiration for I'm a Child came from the climate crisis and the disinformation surrounding it. It's important to value simpler times where we were more connected to the earth, where a sustainable lifestyle was the norm. It's especially important to recognize cultures that encourage respect for nature. The hardest part for young people today is that they have not seen what we have already lost. It's gone. We cannot afford to lose any more, so it's urgent that people understand that what we have today is not normal or okay. I would encourage all young people to look hard at whatever career path they're thinking about and reimagine it so it's in line with a sustainable lifestyle. I hope seeing what we had not so long ago compared to what we have today will remind people of the terrible loss we have already suffered. Our world cannot take much more. I hope people realize that we have to act now. All our actions combined, large or small, can make a tremendous difference on the crisis we face.
My name is Ayana Gash. I'm from Snellville, Georgia, and I'm on Planet Classroom. The message that I got from this was that we can make a difference and we have the power to make this world as beautiful as it can possibly be. But as of right now, our world is damaged, our world is falling apart, and we aren't really doing too much about it because we are stuck in our ways of technology and convenience to the point where we're forgetting that we could be taking care of the actual nature of the planet. I feel like children audiences can truly grow from watching this because that generation is getting attached to the ways of technology. We know nothing less. What this video will showcase to that generation is that if we don't pay it any attention, we won't be able to grow and we won't be able to live in a beautiful environment.
We should stop offshore drilling, stop relying on other countries. Have you ever seen a solar panel break down and it ends a whole ecosystem, destroys a whole way of life for people and animals? Have you ever heard of a solar spill? You don't have to do what I did, but everything that you do for our planet counts.
The film, Olivia's Birds, now screening on the Planet Classroom Network YouTube channel, is produced and directed by Lynn Cherry. It documents the true story of how 11-year-old Olivia Bowler created 500 paintings and raised $200,000 to rescue birds after the BP oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico in 2010.
My name is Alexandra Yoon. I'm from Miami, Florida, and I am on Planet Classroom. What surprised me the most from this film was how young she was to take action and start this initiative to go out there and contribute to the helpless birds who were affected by the oil spill. She's a bright young girl who went above and beyond most children her age to make a difference, and to me, that's truly inspiring. I would want my younger cousin to look up to her and see that it doesn't matter how old you are, you can go out there and make a difference. The main thing the youth should take away from this film is you can have a chance to make a difference in this world. Doesn't matter how big or small it is. Olivia saw a cause she believed in and did everything she could to help them out and inspired others to help out as well. And of course, a disaster doesn't have to happen for you to go out there and make that change. You can do it at any point.
There is not one place left on planet Earth that is set aside and off limits to noise pollution. Not one square inch of silence left untouched by the modern world. Our typical anti-noise strategies offer no relief.
How do we combat noise pollution? The virtual reality film Sanctuaries of Silence, now screening on the Planet Classroom Network YouTube channel, takes us on an immersive journey with acoustic ecologist Gordon Hempton in the Hoh Rainforest in Washington State. It is one of the quietest places in North America. The film is co-directed by Emmanuel Vaughn Lee. Emmanuel Vaughn Lee, you are on Planet Classroom.
I guess the benefits of silence were apparent from being able to spend time with somebody who had devoted 35 years of his life to recording silence and talking about silence, not as the absence of noise, but as the absence of noise generated by humans in modern life that can so easily permeate and fill our spaces. I guess what surprised me most in the journey was that we are so much louder as human beings than we realize we are. And when you're in a quiet space like the Hoh Rainforest and all of a sudden it's punctuated by the sound of an airplane going overhead, even if it's many thousands of feet above the forest, it is so loud. And you realize that we pollute our landscape with sound just as much as we pollute our landscape with other forms of pollution. I think that noise pollution has become a crisis that is affecting not only humans but also the natural environment. And I think, first of all, we need to immediately put ourselves not just as the humans in the picture, seeing how the noise affects us, which is important, but also thinking about how noise affects the creatures who live in our world and share our world with us.
My name is David. I'm from New York, and I'm on Planet Classroom. Everyone needs a sanctuary of silence to escape to. This film inspired me to reconnect with nature by getting off the grid and living without technology in one of America's remote areas. The main takeaway for the youth audience who watches this film is to appreciate nature and what matters most in this world, like your life, your health, your family, your peace of mind, and of course, silence. I suggest taking a break from all the technology available to use today and embrace life, nature, pure silence so that you don't go insane in the membrane.
Most of what Team Marine did was community outreach, so we went in the community to educate others. We've done everything from participating in beach cleanups to actually hosting our own marches against plastic bags, to testifying at City Council, to creating a video for others to watch and posting on YouTube, to going into schools and doing lesson plans, and also going to grocery stores and asking them, are you being environmentally friendly?
Who started the movement to ban plastic bags? Directed by Lynn Cherry, the film Team Marine, now screening on the Planet Classroom Network YouTube channel, is the story of the Santa Monica High School students who successfully campaigned to ban plastic bags in their city. Santa Monica was one of the first cities that banned plastic bags in the United States.
My name is Justin Nakazi, and I'm from Stamford, Connecticut, and I'm on Planet Classroom. One way Team Marine has surprised me was the fact that change came from high school students. Every great speaker has said that the next generation is the future in some form or another. They showed us that it doesn't take much to invoke change. They went out to the community and educated them about the negative side effects that plastic bags have on the environment. One of the main takeaways for the youth audience who's watching this film is that change starts with you and your peers. So go ahead and get some friends together and go out into the world and make it better.
To conclude our Earth Day special, Planet Classroom invited John Cloud Kaiser, Director of Education at Materials for the Arts, New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, to talk about some of the ways we can focus on restoring our planet.
My name is John Cloud Kaiser, and I'm on Planet Classroom. There are many ways that we can work to help the climate and help our planet. Recycling tends to be one of the most prominent ways. So we use reuse as a way to show people that when they throw things out that they use, packaging, all the different things that they have, it doesn't just disappear. It's an object. It goes somewhere. A lot of times, schools and citizens in general see sustainability as a chore, as a hassle, as a problem. But in reality, sustainability is the process of the apple growing on the tree and us eating it and the seeds growing another tree and all these great mechanisms that make for a beautiful world. And so we really want to remind people that there are benefits to sustainability. By being sustainable, we are rewarded. We're at a point now where we do have to partially change our systems, whether it involves lowering emissions or transitioning to electric vehicles, and all those different approaches of reuse infrastructure and recycling. Change can't be forced. It can only be shared with the community, and when the community has a large enough agreement on that, then those systems go into place. So I look forward to all sorts of strategies in terms of new inventions, but also new awareness and grown communication within our communities, where we most importantly embrace a shared belief in sustainability and impacting climate change.
Don't miss Peace Boat, I'm a Child, Olivia's Birds, Sanctuaries of Silence, and Team Marine, now screening on the Planet Classroom Network YouTube channel. Our special thanks to Karen Hallows, Rose McQueen, Emmanuel Vaughn Lee, John Cloud Kaiser, and all our youth voices, Bao, Ayana, Alexandra, David, and Justin. That's all, my human friends, for this week. I leave you with a reminder to explore your world, express yourself, discover, create, and use your imagination. Until next time, be kind, be curious, and thank you for listening. Goodbye.